media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, social media? Yes. Online community? Yes. There you guys go. You see the power of social media. So, one of the ways that I absolutely love as well is just a minute. I got to do something real quick. Hold on. Oh, I can't. Anyway, somebody is doodling and I was going to try to. Okay, I think I stopped it. Okay. You guys, this is an introvert's dream come true right here, what you're looking at. Do you guys realize there's a method out there where people can discover you on websites for free? There's actually over 200 classified ads websites where you can actually post ads for free for your business. See, now I'm an introvert. So when I heard this, I was like, let's go. Because I'm an introvert. It's an introvert's dream come true. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I didn't have to do any videos. So I would spend 30 minutes a day posting free ads. Okay. And then we also have, you can build an invisible empire, which is a complete faceless marketing strategy plan that you can do. So you don't even have to talk on videos if you don't want to. You guys, there's 5 billion people on social media. You can attract people to you by using social media. So that means you don't got to bother friends and family to make an income. So once you understand the discovery method, step 4 is, well, there's 5 billion people on social media. How do you stop the scroll? How do you get them to want to learn from you? Well, the first thing you need to do is you got to know who your perfect customer is. This is so important, you guys. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. I want you to think of you. I'm going to kind of give you guys a challenge real quick here. I want you to think about you real quick. Um, you get on social media. What stops your scroll? So later on today, when you're hanging out on social media, become aware of what stops your scroll. Is it because it looked familiar? Is it look like it was going to educate you? There was a good hook on it that stopped your scroll. What was it for you? Because see, that's the moment you learn to do that is the moment your income will grow. And so how to stop the scroll, know who your perfect customer is, and you stop the scroll hooks and do what's called a CTA. Matter of fact, put that in the comments because I don't want you to forget this. CTA, it's called a call to action that will drive your potential perfect customers back to your automated system. So imagine you're just posting a few pieces of content a day and that's it. Then you get to go spend the rest of the day with your family. But your CTA and your automated system, your business on autopilot, does the rest of the work for you. You guys, it just made sense to me. So let's kind of recap. Okay. So step 1, you're going to promote a product or a program and make 100% profit. Matter of fact, I would recommend screenshotting this page, by the way. Step 2, you're going to automate your business so it's out there working for you 24/7. Step 3, you're going to get your business discovered so you do not have to be the one finding customers. No more trading time for dollars. We live in a digital world today. Let's take advantage of what's available. And step 4, you're going to stand out by relating with your content, which sends people back to your automated system. So what could be next? What could be step 5? New customer. That's it. That's the steps. You follow these steps over and over again. And that is all we've done. That is what we've done to be able to learn the skills to make daily pay. So you might be thinking right now, man, this sounds so good, but I don't know anything about promoting products or programs or sales funnel or social media marketing or stop the scroll content. So how do I know who my perfect customer is? How do I get to know all of this? You guys, that's why you need to be part of a community, right? But before we go into about the community, I want you to hear from some people inside the community and how they've implemented these 5 steps and literally what it's done for them. So we are actually going to start with Chriselle. No, let's do Cecilia first. Is that okay? Cecilia, I want to start with you first because I love your story. And then Chriselle, we're going to have you go next, my friend. So Cecilia, I'll let you take it away.
Perfect, perfect. Good evening, all the way from South Africa, Jeffreys Bay, being the dream I've always had for my life. So I'm Cecilia Jacobs, and I'm one of those mummies that was always desperately looking for a way to spend every second I had with my daughter. So I've got 1 child and 2 boys up in heaven. And I'm also a cancer survivor. So when my daughter was born, the thing that was most important for me was time. I tried anything and everything to be around her all the time. So I first started off having my own daycare center. and paid about 250,000 Rand in order to study for that, right? I used that for 10 years, and then my daughter was over the age where I got to spend my time with her, and I decided, okay, next venture, nail salon. Biggest mistake I ever did, not picking on anybody, but that's where I worked the hardest and had the least time with her, but also where I started drowning in debt. So I came across a mum of 6 on TikTok, and she told me how she works 2 hours a day, and I thought, like, wow, wouldn't that be amazing if I could work 2 hours a day and just get my time back to spend it with my daughter, to like really be involved in her life. So when I got started, my biggest aim was to make $550. That's all I needed in South Africa in order to make a real big difference in my life, right? So I plugged into this community, and I started learning the skills to work 2 hours online, and literally 6 weeks that it took me before I woke up to the, Celia, you bought a program to learn from, and you need to plug in and learn from it, right? So I got into the perfect customer training, and it completely flipped my life around. So within 4 weeks after that, I hit my first 6 figures as a South African in our currency. 7 months later, I hit my first million as a South African in our currency, all because of the training that I took actively part of inside this community, mastering the 2-hour workflow and really knowing how to attract people to me, asking me for information on what I had to offer instead of me being in a DM on a phone or anything like I used to do with the MLM world, right? And the most amazing thing about this is honestly the change that it has brought to my life. I really now have time to spend with my daughter. I really have, like, you know, the money that is coming in is a great bonus. But let me tell you, the people that I've been able to help so far, the mums that has gotten their time back, the South African millionaires, which is busy rising from this, is amazing. I think we're 4 already, and we've got another 2 that's going to hit it in this month. They're like, I'm this close. But I never expected this, my friend. I never expected this. I can tell you, inside this program, you will get everything you need as a complete beginner to flip your life around. Because for me, I just wanted to make $550 extra a month, right? That's all I could see for myself. But I've been literally hitting it 10K, 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 10K. So you need to listen up to Michelle, because what she's sharing here is gold, and you don't need to have any experience. I mean, when I got started, I don't know old from entered. I needed to ask my teenager, hey, how do I get my first video on TikTok? I knew how to consume. I didn't know how to create. So that's me. Thank you for letting me share. It's such an honor. And I hope that you get hope from this, and knowing that if time is what you are looking for, my friend, having that extra 22 hours a day to spend with your family is just, it's everything. It's absolutely everything.
Yeah. And that's priceless, right? That's what's priceless.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, Chriselle, I would love for you to come on here and share. You guys, she's your hope dealer today. When you hear her story, you're going to have so much hope of, no matter the adversity, no matter your current circumstances, this can change your life. So.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Hi, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, so for anyone that don't know me, my name is Chriselle, and I am from South Africa, and I am so grateful to be here. So I started my journey literally 6 months ago, quite similar to what Cecilia also said, wanting 20,000 Rand a month, because I just lost both my jobs. Wanting 20,000 Rand a month, which is roughly about, what is that, $1,000 that I wanted a month extra. I'm literally at the point where it's like, for May, I've made $16,000 for the month so far. So as a South African, that is absolutely fantastic. So I'd gone from losing 2 jobs at the end of August last year to where I literally couldn't even afford groceries because I had nothing to fall back on. At the age of 46, I'd lost everything. Like I said, for 2 months I couldn't afford groceries, and then I had my beautiful mother that supported me, and she helped me purchase my program. Now, I come from quite a very successful background where I've had a real estate agency that cost me a lot of money to start. It also cost me quite a lot of money to start my 2 other businesses that I've had, whereas in comparison to this, it was a small affordable amount. Affordable amount, which I have made back 80 times. 80 times. I actually have a gentleman this morning that sent me a message, and he said to me, "You are the reason my family's life will be changed." And I got goosebumps. And then I realized that is why I'm doing this, because there's so many people whose lives gets changed by Michelle's training. There's literally not a day that go by that I don't learn something new, because it's forever evolving, it's forever changing. There's always something new. This is changing thousands of people's lives. I mean, like, I went from a complete and utter newbie with digital marketing. I knew nothing about digital marketing. I had no social media following. I had absolutely nothing, but I was coachable. I was willing to learn, and I was never, ever going back to not giving my children food, to not being able to, I was at a point where I was either putting in fuel or buying groceries. I couldn't do both. And now to give my family what they need. My son could go study. My little girl, I can give her what she needs. It's a little surprise here and a little gift there. I'm taking my family on holiday in August for the first time in 12 years. And it's only because of digital marketing. This is what this has done for my life. And especially as a South African earning in dollars, 100% profit, it is, I have never come across anything so beautiful and pure and ethical in my life. And I'm so grateful that I was blessed with this beautiful opportunity. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. And I love your story because, no matter what you're going on in your life, if you're coachable and consistent, this is possible for you. So thanks for so much for giving so many people hope today. I love it. So you guys, let's go on into what they're doing, right? How are they making this money with these 5 steps? What exactly is it? Well, what you're looking at on the screen right here is the 4 different digital programs that they're promoting. Okay, they're promoting these programs. They're done for them products, so they didn't have to go create a product. They didn't have to worry about the marketing. They didn't have to worry about the testing. All they had to do was just get the message out there. And this is what it looks like. This is a digital, the Digital Growth Community Legacy Builder program that people get to be part of. Inside of that is the ultimate discovery system. You guys are going to learn how to build your brand, even a faceless brand if you want. You're going to learn that proven copy and paste free ads method. You're going to learn social media. You are going to learn how to do the attraction marketing, because there's 5 billion people on social media. How can you stand out and attract customers to you? You are going to learn that. You're also going to learn how to build that invisible empire. Inside of this strategy in here, it literally breaks you down monthly and quarterly and weekly of what to do to make 100K your first year on building a faceless brand with proven documentation and also not 100, but a year's worth of content for you to create. That you get that as well. This is what the community looks like. You guys, we have 17,700 people. Here's something we do that really stands out. You see right here where it says 90-day legacy run. You get a daily video every day with an action step to help you. And our goal is to show you step by step how to make 30K in 90 days. So let me ask you this question. It's May. What would you do if by the end of July, you had an additional $30,000 in your bank account because you decided to learn this blueprint and implement these strategies? Can you put in the comment what that would do for you? I would say summer, but for some countries, it's not summer. Linda would quit her job. I love that, Linda. That's freedom, my friend. Travel, yes. Eliminate debt. Ooh, good. That would be amazing. Pay off bills. Yes. You guys, anybody can learn this, right? Anybody can learn this, but this is some of the things that you get inside the program. Now, here's a few people that have actually, build my dream home. I like that one. Like Richard went through it, you guys, 2 breakout rooms. He discovered his perfect customer. Right? They said this was some of the best training they've ever attended. They discovered who their perfect customer is. Amazing breakout rooms, because we put you in breakout rooms to help you, right? Be able to, look, I love the breakout rooms, how the folks interact. We're very genuine. You guys, this is what you get to be part of. So let me ask you a question. Do you think you could make money promoting a program that delivered these types of results? Put a yes or no in the comments. Do you think you can make money promoting something that had these types of results? Yes, exactly. Look at all the yeses. Yes. I say yes or yes, right? So I want to introduce you guys to the Legacy Builder program. In 47 days, our community generated 5.1 million in revenue through the Legacy Builder program. You guys, in 47 days. And you know what that means? That is 100% profit into the community's bank accounts, not into a company, but into the individual business owner's bank account. 5.1 million in 47 days. And that is in US dollars, by the way, which is a lot more in rand money, right? And so in 47 days. So absolutely. Look at this. Victoria, you guys, in 9.5 months, she's done $300,000 in 9.5 months. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have her come on and share her story with you and how the heck she's been able to do that. So Victoria, I'll let you take it away.
Hello. Sorry, I'm like running over to sit down. Hey, you guys, I am so excited. I always get really hyped up to share with you guys what this has done for me just in the last 9.5 months. So if you are currently living paycheck to paycheck anywhere in the world, say me in the comments, because I know at least in America, that is 61% of us here. And I know that it's very, very similar worldwide. So I'm a busy boy mama. I have 3 little boys. 2 of them are special needs. My husband is active duty Army. And I was that person that was constantly looking for a way to work from home. If you are on this call, you probably fit the bill that you've been trying to find a way to work from home, right? Maybe it's to be home with your kiddos. That's what it was for me. As soon as I started having kids, I wanted to find a way to do that. And so I fell into the whole MLM thing. You guys, this is not an MLM. But if you have ever done that and you have been burnt out or overtired and feeling like that grind of doing the recruiting, the parties, the salesy posts, all of those things, that was me. And so like how Michelle said, you have to sell a certain amount of lip glosses to, even come close to 900. I had to sell 128 mascaras. That means I had to find 128 customers to make $900. So when I was doing my MLM, and I was glued to my phone, mind you, doing this for the sake of time freedom, right? To stay home with my kids. I did not have that freedom because my face was glued to my phone. So all of this led me to leaving MLM because I was so burnt out. And I said, you know what? I'm still going to find a way to stay home and I'm going to start my own online business. So what did I do? I started my own online boutique because I'm like, this is going to be mine. I'm going to make 100% profit. But tell me in the comments if you have ever started a business, any business, because if so, you know the amount of debt that it goes to do something like that, right? So I went 30 grand into debt for my boutique. And in 2022, I made a whopping $16,000 with my boutique. I was 30 grand in debt, made $16,000 US dollars, okay? And I still had to hold inventory, find customers, ship the orders. Like I still was spinning my wheel to try to make an income. Well, what happened for us was in July of last year, I went 6 weeks of nothing in my boutique. I went 6 weeks of no sales. And at that point, I had been averaging $1,200 a month. Okay. And mind you, we were living paycheck to paycheck off of my husband's paycheck. And you guys know when it rains, it pours. We needed a new transmission for my car, needed 6 rental cars while my car was in the shop for 6 weeks. Okay. Needed new tires, like all the things, and we couldn't afford it. And at this point, I had been seeing my friend talking about how she made 40 grand in 2 months doing digital marketing. I was the biggest skeptic in the book because I wanted to be so far away from any kind of content creation or any kind of social media thing at all. I wanted nothing to do with it. And I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself and say, okay, Victoria, if you knew that you could do a 2-hour workday that would lead you to 900 a day, would you do it? And we were in a position where I'm like, I have to try this, right? I went into this with a baby goal of just making $1,200 a month so that I was breaking even with my online boutique. And in my first month, I made $29,000. I want you to hear these numbers coming from somebody who knows what it is like to be in that broke position, who knows what it is like to live paycheck to paycheck. Okay. I know what it's like to work 3 jobs and be overworked and overtired and underpaid. I know what it's like to not even afford heat in my house. And I'm such a firm believer, it is not a decision to be broke, but it is a decision to stay there. And you literally have a gold mine opportunity at your fingertips right now. In 5 months and 8 days, I hit my first 6 figures just by following the 2-hour workday. And now I am, what is today? Today's not the 19th, is it? I don't know. I'm losing track. So I'm still not even at 10 months. On the 19th, it'll be 10 months. And I am at $309,000 in 10 months, less than 10 months doing this. And it has completely changed my family's life. We are about to pay cash for a house, a new build house in a private gated golf community, which we're like really excited about. And it has just, it's changed everything. We're about to take our kids on a family vacation, and it's setting us up for success, leaving the legacy that we never would have been able to do if it wasn't for this. So if you are someone that is skeptical, if you are someone that is sitting there saying it sounds too good to be true, I want you to understand you are not alone. That's almost everybody that has been here. And I'm telling you, it freaking worked. And I will be a millionaire by the end of 2024. I'm saying it right now. And it is because I said yes to an opportunity that has completely changed my life. So yeah.
I love that. And yes, you will. Hands down, you will be a self-made millionaire mama for your family. And I love that so much. Love that so much. Thank you for sharing. So cool. So you guys, this is what we're talking about. You heard her story. She was struggling, trying to get a boutique going, and then she just made a decision to have more for her family. So many of you right now are probably going, man, this sounds really good. I'm inspired, but how long will this take? So what I want to do real quick is I want to break down that 2-hour income earning strategy plan with you right now. Okay. So let's break it down. So you start your 2-hour workday, right? Like this, copy and paste free ads to high traffic websites for free, just 30 minutes a day doing that. 3 pieces of content, just 1 hour a day doing this. And then you're going to learn and responding to comments and emails 30 minutes a day. That is your income generating activities. Now, what else I would do is if you really want to learn, I would spend another 30 minutes to an hour learning, going through the program. But these right here is your income earning activities. This is the most important thing you can do. This is what we all did. This was my exact schedule that took me to 6 figures in 6 months. So what I want to do now is I want to completely flip gears and have you guys talk to Amy, which is a single mom that was working 2 jobs when she discovered this. Okay. So she had no time, but she's going to share with you how the 2-hour workday really helped her. So Amy, I'll let you take it away.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Welcome, you guys. And I just want to really kind of give you a hand here and say, I'm glad this is your first step, right? To just getting more. Know that you don't have to have it all figured out. The only thing that you need is the want for your situation to change. And for me, my situation had to change, or I was going to continue struggling. I was going to continue working 2 jobs, 18 hours a day. And I almost threw my hands up, I'll be honest with you, and said, this is just my life and I'll never be able to build my own dreams. And I kicked myself in the butt is what I did. And I said, no, I'm not going to go down like that. I'm losing my relationship with my kids because I'm at work all the time. But here's the deal. My daughter said, Mom, I want to put you on TikTok. And I said, no, You guys, I was not on social media. I knew nothing about any of this. I was in the trucking industry. I waitressed part-time. I didn't have a clue what digital marketing was. I didn't know any of it. But my daughter puts me on here and I run across Michelle. I was a single mom. I was divorced. I was struggling and I resonated with her because she was me. We had been down the same path and we were just sick and tired of struggling. And we took this opportunity not only for us, but for our kids, for our family. We wanted something better and something different. So I made it my mission to really get into this community and learn how to promote the 4 digital products, because I didn't know anything about the online world and I definitely didn't have sales experience. So I needed to learn everything from the ground up. Again, I'm working 2 jobs, 18 hours a day. I got to figure this out. But when she said it's a 2-hour workday, I says, hey, I can fit this in. How am I going to do it? So as I was getting ready for work at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, I was in the community and I was listening to the training. I was doing the things throughout my day, 15 minutes here, 30 minutes here. I would create pieces of content and then I would spend my lunch hour doing whatever I needed to do. I continued on that path. And in 10 weeks, I was able not only to quit my part-time job, but my full-time salary position in 10 weeks. Because of the mentorship that I got daily, I was able not only to learn, but start to earn very quickly. And remember, I had no knowledge of any of it. The want and the will to change my life was so much more. By 9 months, you've seen, I hit 6 figures. And I've never made that kind of money. It was so hard being broke that I just got comfortable with being comfortable and just kept doing the same thing over and over again and checking the bank account 3 times a day and taking calculators to the store. And you get comfortable with where you're at because you don't want to cause any friction. But what if that uncomfortable choice that you make changes your life? And that's what happened for me. I now work from home 3 hours, 2-3 hours a day tops for this business. I'm getting my time back with my kids. I'm building new relationships with them that I couldn't offer before. I'm taking them on trips. I'm doing all the things that I always dreamed of, but could never do before. I chose to take that uncomfortable action 1 year ago. I have doubled that 6 figures. It is mind-boggling. I pinch myself and I'm so grateful every single day. And I'm just getting started, So please, my friend, if you have hopes and dreams, don't give up on yourself. Please don't. Do whatever it takes and go hard for you and for them.
Yes. Love it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Yes. You guys, I'm reading through some of the comments while she's talking, and you guys, these testimonials are so important for you guys to really wrap your head around. Like you just heard Amy's story. She was working 2 jobs, right? And she was able to break free from jobs. She was able to stop trading time for dollars. She just followed this process, right? And then you hear Victoria, how Victoria was a stay-at-home mom, and she was able to stop doing a boutique and stop spending all of her time on DMs on a phone and just follow this process, right? And you heard Cecilia be able to take this. I mean, this is what you need to understand, because if we're not just giving you like these 5 steps and saying good luck, we are giving you the complete blueprint and showing you stories of all different types of people that can do this. So one of the questions I saw in the community was, do guys do this? Do you guys have success with this? So what I want to do is I want to see if, I haven't even asked him this. I always just assume. Sorry, Daryl, but are you available to share? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So man, I get fired up every time I hear everybody's testimonials, man. It's just, I can see why people they have a hard time believing, but guys, I'm telling you, it's just, sometimes it is just what it is, as my son would say. But guys, so a little bit about me. I'm Daryl Hanna. Guys, I worked in what Tim calls it, corporate America. I did it, guys, for like 14 years at a job. One job, 3-time employee of the month. Basically was a guy that basically just, it would have never crossed my mind that I wasn't going to retire at that place. Spent 14 years there, came in on a regular Tuesday, going at 6 to 6:30, 6-7 days a week, 12 hours a day, living paycheck to paycheck. As about almost 70% of the country is behind on all my bills, relationship problems because I wasn't spending enough time with my family, basically giving a job everything. And guys, I come in on a Tuesday at 6 a.m. in the morning. 2 hours after I've been there, they called me to the office. It was me and 7 other people, my whole department. And they, I got in there and they were like, you know, you can tell them when something's going on and everybody's looking serious. And they were just like, you know, we got some changes going on. And so make a long story short, guys, they told me that my department of 7, I was a top lead in that, the head welder in that department. And they told me that our department was going away. Now, you would think if you've been at a job for 14 years, you rarely missed 3-time employee of the month, where I get to park up front. I don't know if anybody's ever been there, but you know, that's like a privilege, I guess, so to speak. And I'm talking about just giving a job everything, blood, sweat, and tears. And when they told me that unfortunately they wasn't going to be able to move me or, you know, allow me to take someone other's place who was there for like 3 months or 3 years or 2 years. So basically, I gave a job 14 years of blood, sweat, and tears, working every weekend, jeopardizing my family, still broke. I mean, the whole works for them to tell me they're just going to have to let us go. So me and 7 people got let go, guys. It was an eye opener for me as I went through those gates. I sat in my car, I cried, and I'm not a guy who really cries, at least not back then. But I guess the hard thing for me was the fact that I saw everything that I had did for a job. I saw where I had allowed myself a job to control not only how much money I make, but the fact that they just came in and snapped their fingers and took my only source of income, how I was able to provide for my family. They just took it away. They didn't say, hey, Daryl, we're going to give you 2 weeks to look for another job. Like they want us to give them 2 weeks if we go look for a job. I know somebody can relate to that. And so I told myself, I said, never again was I going to allow myself to put myself in this position. And so I went into the online space. I knew they were making money. I just didn't know anything about it, right? So I went into an online space like a lot of us guys. We just have a natural mentality of thinking everything is a scam. There's got to be a catch. Went into the online space. Make a long story short, guys, I discovered digital marketing. And then on January the 13th of this year, someone introduced me to this community. I seen someone made a post on Facebook talking about the community. I reached out to them. And guys, so I joined through them on January the 15th. So 2 days after I got started. And guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. It's crazy when I look at it. It's Friday at what? It's Friday at 12:50 p.m. Central Standard Time in Tennessee. Guys, I would typically be getting ready in 10 more minutes to come off of my lunch break to put in 6.5 more hours in a 100-degree heat factory with steel-toe boots, getting ready to work Saturday, Sunday, just the whole cycle over and over, guys. And now here I am, guys, where I'm basically my own boss. I don't even have shoes on. I haven't brushed my hair. I'm just at home doing the things that I love because of this program. And what I love, one of the first things that I love, guys, was when I started, I got access to the community, and I realized right out the gate the passion, the support of the community, people that everybody just supports everybody, which is definitely something I didn't, when I first started in the online space doing affiliate marketing, network marketing, they didn't do through the Facebook groups, because there's so much jealousy that's going on, and everybody support everybody. But the training, I got started, I just dove right in, guys, because everything was so strategically and structured and put together. And I kept hearing this about this 2-hour workday. So I got plugged in. So my first, I joined on January the 15th to January the 31st. I made $5,000. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't work. I was making $22 an hour, working 12 hours a day, 6-7 days a week. If I would have did that for the whole month, I still wasn't going to take home $5,000. So I had made $5,000 still learning the 2-hour workday and the training that's implemented that I'm being taught inside here. So I told myself, I said, okay. So I went from 5,000 to my next month of 8,000. And again, just skills that I'm starting to implement. The 2-hour workday, just watching other people inside the community, what's popping up on the webinars, just completely getting locked in. And March, guys, was like a breakout month. It was a breakout month for me. I really went in and I told myself, I said, my goal is to make 10,000. I said, but I'm shooting for 20. Guys, the month of March, I made $38,000, $38,800 in the month of March. I'm talking about like my first 11 days, I made $10,000, and I was just like blown away. Followed up by April, which was last month, of $36,100. As of to date, right now, guys, yesterday I had a $2,100 day while we've been under tornado storms in Tennessee. So at home, made $2,100. And so far in 17 days, and a day isn't if it isn't even over, I've made $28,800 of my goal of $33,300. Because after the 90-day, we're on this 90-day thing that Michelle was like, hey, I think it's like the 90-day sprint or something, where she's teaching people how to make $10,000 in $30,000 in 90 days. And I said, man, I want to make $100,000 in that 90-day period. And so far, I have been on track from April. I made 38,000 to May. I'm going to make well over 33,000. And then of course, June, guys. And I'm going to tell you this right now, man, like, I mean, again, guys, this is just the best business out there. The fact that we get to just wake up with 2 hours a day to learn a skill on a platform for free that we're on, already creating content, already posting, we're spending 8 to 15 hours a day on, and we're not making any money. And it's a free platform, and you can learn a skill on that free platform that can allow you to make daily pay. $900 a day, $600, whatever you choose, guys, all from the training, the skills that you're going to learn. And then, of course, guys, you can follow other people inside the community who are even doing better, continuing to learn. That's what I've been doing. I've just been following people like Tim. I've been following people like Michelle, Victoria, Amy, all of these people. I've been following them since I joined. And guys, this has been mastering the 2-hour workday, following them, implementing this training, guys, and committing. I'm talking about literally committing, being coachable, guys, showing up every day, learning what Michelle has put together. Guys, that has been the game changer. And I'm going to say this, and before I get off, it's crazy because I live in Tennessee, where the average annual median annual salary is $58,000 a year for the whole state. Guys, I'm willing to bet you I'm like in the top 1% already. I bet I've made more money, and I work from home, than 98% of the people in this whole state of Tennessee. And I don't have to punch a clock, all because of the skills that I have acquired in a digital era in an industry that makes over $1.2 billion a day, right? And so I'm gonna leave you guys with this, because whoever invited you here, obviously, guys, again, I'm just a regular country boy, and we put our pants leg on one leg at a time, and the fact that we're able to wake up and be able to create content. My day is typically over by 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm out just doing whatever I want. But I'm gonna leave you guys with this. A mentor told me this, guys, in 2018. He said, Daryl, you have to stop being poor. And I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about the situation I was in, because I was still living paycheck to paycheck. Even though I was into the online space, I was still working a job and trying to find my way. And he said, you have to stop passing over opportunities repeatedly, guys. That's what he told me. He said, you're passing over all these opportunities. And that's what I was doing. I kept seeing people, regular people I knew, and some of them I even ate with, but people I just knew, I feel like I've known them forever. They were making money, traveling, becoming debt-free, doing all the things that I was still struggling with. And it was that piece of advice, guys, that really just, as I kept that, has allowed me to know a good program and a good opportunity, because opportunities don't come often. It has allowed me to have someone introduce me to something. I got started. I invested in myself to learn a skill on a platform that I was already spending 10 to 12 hours on for free and not making any money. And now, guys, I make daily pay every single day. I don't even remember the last time I haven't got paid. Every day, all because of skills, training that I have acquired inside this blueprint, guys. So I just want to say, guys, look here, don't be poor. Like, if you're here, this program right here can really put you somewhere in the next 30 to 90 days, let alone the end of the year, right? $115,000, guys, that I have made in just barely over 4 months since I joined. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I can't even, like, I'm still trying to gather that, right? The fact of what I'm able to do is just 2 hours a day. So again, guys, you're here for a reason. I would highly recommend, if you're going to be on social media, you might as well get paid for it. Why not learn a skill that can pay you every single day while you're on social media, so that you can spend more time with your family, become debt free, just whatever you want to do, guys. This program can do it for you. So thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you guys. Want to congratulate everybody else on their success, man. It's contagious, guys. It's contagious. And I'm with Victoria. I'm going to be one of them 7-figure earners. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but I'm working like I want it to be this year, but I will be definitely very confident in that.
Love that. Yeah, you definitely will be, my friend. So you guys, I just have to say, the reason why I love this business so much is I'm looking at Christelle and I see her child and I'm like, this is why I do this. It's the fact that we can build an income 100% with our family at our side. And I'm like, my heart's like melting and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. And that's why I love what we do, is the fact, hi, oh, look, that we get to do this, you guys. That's exactly right here. It's not about the money. It's the money is just the byproduct to give us the freedom. So while Daryl was talking, I was looking at your guys' comments. So we're going to recap, okay? Because I did cover what products we do sell. I did cover that in step 2, right? So maybe many of you jumped on late. So let's talk about how you get started. What we promote? What if I have my own product? Will this work? I paid attention to all of your questions, you guys. So I'm going to recap on this real quick, okay? And we're going to talk about this. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to open up for questions. But unfortunately, we live in a world where I have to do an earnings disclaimer because, some people are lazy and unethical. And if they buy something and don't have success immediately, they think it's a scam. So I have to let you know that these results aren't typical. And we make no guarantees of the level of success that you have. I look at it as a gym membership, right? If you go to the gym and do not get the results, you can't say gyms don't work, right? You got to say you didn't do the work. That's how I look at this program, but I recommend you screenshotting this because unfortunately we live in a world that we have to say this, but there you go. All right, so let's go. Let's get started here. So when you get started with the Legacy Builder program, you are immediately given 4 income streams, right? And so here's the 4 products that you get to promote. We have a Launchpad product. It's right here, and it is $100. We have the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint product. It's $300. We have the Digital Mastery product, which is $600. And we got the Legacy Builder product. This is $900. You guys literally, the moment you purchase a Legacy Builder program, you immediately get 4 income streams. 4 income streams. I want you to look at it. I'm going to give you an example real quick here. I want to give you guys a relatable example that you might be able to wrap your head around, because I know digital world is hard. My cell phone. I purchased my cell phone from Verizon. But Verizon didn't make this cell phone, okay? Apple made the cell phone. But Verizon is now a billion-dollar company off of somebody else's products, right? And here's the thing. I can sell this to Amy, and then Amy can turn it back to me in a year or 2 because she wants another phone, and I can continue to resell this phone over and over again. You guys, it's literally business 101, right? And so that's what you guys get the ability to do. You guys literally get the ability to get the resale rights on proven products. and be able to make 100% profit. Now, one of the questions was like, well, how does the company make money? Because they create your website for you. So all you pay for the website is a one-time $29 website fee, not a monthly. There's no monthly expenses here, okay? So these are the 4 proven programs that you get to promote. Now, here's what you're going to learn inside the Legacy Builder program. You're going to learn how to go launch to profit in 7 days. You're going to learn how to automate your online business with that freedom machine, right? That's your freedom. You're going to learn how to make passive daily income. You're going to learn how to make a reoccurring income. You have reoccurring bills. Why not learn to make a reoccurring income? And we're going to show you how to make that through your email list. And you're going to learn how to even create your own community product program, right? Because no matter what you are selling, you guys, if you do not know how to market, you're never making money. I know some really great coaches out there, but they are failing miserably because they don't know how to market. That's why they love this program, because not only can they learn how to market their own product, they also can learn how to have additional income streams as well. You are going to learn how to build a legacy and make 6 and even 7 figures online through the Legacy Builder program. Now, when you get started today, and matter of fact, you should have received an email by now from the person that invited you. All you got to do is scroll down to the bottom of that email. There's a PS, and you can click there and get started. If you do that, come back in here and let us know that you got started. We want to be the first to welcome you. Okay, so let us know in the comments when you get started. But you're going to get additional bonuses. So you get access to our digital growth community. You're going to get Canva crash course. You guys are going to be able to learn how to create all your content inside of Canva. We walk you through that. You're going to get access to my blueprint of how I made $1 million in 17 months, literally traveling the world with my family and having more time with my family than I ever have in their entire life as a mom. And that's been the dream come true. And you're going to learn exactly the methods I've learned to do that. You're going to get a 30-day market growth strategy plan. You guys, this is your secret sauce right here. You're going to learn to go from brand new on social media to literally what you need to do every day for 30 days to grow a business, right? You're going to learn how to grow your following, grow your email list, and grow your bank account with that 30-day market strategy. You're going to learn how to start your own business with master resale rights. There's thousands of those products out there. You're going to learn how to do it the right way that actually makes you money. You're going to get 200 digital product ideas. Maybe you're on here and you're like, man, I really want to learn marketing skills, but I also want to learn how to create my own product. So you're going to get that as well. And then you're also going to learn how to have the right message, the mindset, and the marketing to your first million. And you're also going to learn how to build your invisible empire training. I literally show you how to make 100K your first year on building an invisible empire. So you get all of that and 4 income streams, you guys, only for $900 is it. Every single one of you are holding a cell phone that costs more than that. And this is usually when people pop off and say, well, my cell phone had payments. Well, guess what? So do we. All you got to do is go to the website, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see payment plans on it. And so you literally get $1,900 worth of products for only $900. Now, if that's not in your budget or in your goals and dreams, that's okay. We also have our digital mastery program that's only $600. And with that, you get 3 income streams. And then we have our passive daily pay blueprint for $300. And with that, you get 2 income streams. And we have our launchpad that you can launch your business with the launchpad. And with that, you get one income stream. So that's the 4 different programs.
Congratulations. If you're able to watch this webinar to the end, this will help you to start making passive income. This can help you to generate 6 figures in online digital marketing. So if you want to start, you want to join this Legacy Builder community today, all you need to do, go to my profile. You're going to see Build Legacy with adetunji.com. When you click on this link, you have instant access to this proven blueprint, and you can start making the same result that's been reviewed in this webinar. I wish you the best, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Also ring the bell for more informative video like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.